Toxic fog engulfed the city, leaving 2 people stranded on a rooftop. The man opened the last gas mask. He looked at the woman, then put it on himself. The woman came closer, but the man suddenly ran away. Her gas mask had already expired, so she took off her gloves and tried to breathe the air above. Luckily, she exercised often. She quickly climbed to a higher rooftop. She started yelling at the man, but he came up from the stairs nearby. He had risked his life to go downstairs and find a new filter. They kept running from the poison and arrived at a gym. They shook off the toxic gas from their bodies and removed their expired masks. There was only one filter left. To survive, they had to get to the building across. They decided to throw dumbbells across the gap. After throwing several, the woman climbed first. She grabbed the rope and helped the man climb. Halfway up, toxic gas got sucked in by a kitchen exhaust fan and started floating toward the woman. The man saw it and told her to move away. The poisonous mist spread fast. The woman tried to dodge it, but something held her back. She looked down at the lock buckle. This time, it was her turn to make a life or death choice. As she hesitated, a 40-pound dumbbell flew toward her. Her survival instinct kicked in, and they escaped danger once again. They reached a higher rooftop. They gathered all the signs and mannequins and started shouting for help. A helicopter noticed them, but then they heard a child crying for help from the other building. They looked at each other and knocked down the mannequins to form an arrow shape. They gave the rescue chance to the kids. The helicopter followed the arrow and found them too. But just after rescuing the children, a gas station nearby exploded. Poison gas came rushing. To escape, they ran with all their strength. Soon, a drone found them and began live streaming. Millions of people watching TV held their breath and felt moved by their bravery. They reached a rooftop, but the next building was too far to cross. Behind them was only toxic fog. Then, the drone returned. People used it to blow away the poison gas. The man drew a pattern on the ground. The drone nodded in reply. Then it flew to the other building, hooked a water pipe, and pulled a rope across. The man tied one end of the rope to the railing. They clipped on their buckles and swung across. But halfway through, they got stuck. The other end of the rope started loosening. At the critical moment, the woman pulled pliers from the man's bag. She cut the rope and swung forward using gravity. But the rope eventually fell. They both dropped into the depths below. The live stream cut off. Soon after, a helicopter came to search for them. As the pilot was about to leave, the observer noticed a light on the crane. They shined a spotlight. The man and the woman were still alive, climbing upward.